What's happening, y'all? Rich Sosa coming back at you with another video today. And before we get started, I gotta say thank God King Jesus for another day and another opportunity. Comment down TG for thank God and where you're tuning in from, and I'll definitely be sure to get back to you with a response. So as you can see from the looks of the thumbnail, title, and the screen, bro, now we made about 33 builds together on this channel, man, and with this one today, it's gonna be coming out to the two-way sharpshooting creator. Now this build reminds me of a mini Reggie Miller build. Now on top of that, bro, we're going to be able to get the best layup styles, upgraded dunk packages, standing dunks on this build, all of the best jump shots, upgraded passing styles, the best dribble animations, and this build gets even better when it comes towards the attributes because we can reach a 99 plus when it comes towards that mid-range, three-pointer, ball handle, perimeter defense, and steal. So I definitely got y'all right when it comes towards the offensive and the defensive side, and this is going to be one of the better usable builds that you can use right now in season 1. So I'm going to continue to find every single build for y'all, and I just want you to know, man, I appreciate you. Thank you for the support, and if it's your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you're new, smash that like button, turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. Now from here, man, let's go ahead and get into the breakdown of today's build. So today we're going to get started out by putting this build under the shooting guard position, and then once we get into that height, I'm going to go with 6'5". Now once we get into the breakdown of the weight, let's go with 197 with the wingspan being brought up to 7 feet. Now this is going to be perfect to move forward with today's build. If you want to make any type of changes and adjustments, do it after we create this build maxed out completely. So as far as when it comes towards each attributes, the main and most important ones are going to be these physicals for every build. So let's go ahead and put that speed all the way up to an 85. When it comes towards that agility today, let's go with an 80. Now moving into that strength, I'm going to go with a 68. And then as far as when it comes towards the actual vertical today, I'm going to go up to a 58. So these numbers are going to be perfect to reach certain badges and animation requirements. So definitely be sure that you copy along perfectly. Now, as far as when it comes towards the actual defensive end, this is going to be the first area that I want to dive into. Now from here, man, I want to dive into the defensive end. So for that interior, let's go with a 45. As we get into the perimeter, I'm going to put this all the way up to a 92. And then as we move along down the line, when it comes towards that steal, let's put this all the way up to an 85. Now as we go along the line with the block, leave this at a 42. As when it comes towards the offensive side, leave this at a 68. And then moving into the actual offensive and defensive rebound, these are interchangeable, but I think for the defensive, this is going to be perfect at a 60. Now you have all of the badges and animations needed to be effective as far as when it comes towards the offense, but as far as when it comes towards this defensive side, I want us to be sure to still snag boards and be able to guard about just any position when it comes towards that perimeter. So from here, let's go ahead and dive into the actual finishing. So for that close shot today, put this all the way up to a 76. Now once we get into that driving layup, to get the best layup packages, I'm going to go with an 80. Now as far as when it comes towards that driving dunk today, let's go with a 50. And then moving along the line when it comes towards that standing dunk, to get those extra dunk packages, let's go with a 45. As far as when it comes towards the actual post control, leave this at a 40. And this is what we're going to be looking like on the finishing side. So I'll be sure to get into the breakdown of the badges once we get the build maxed out completely. As far as when it comes towards the actual shooting today, on the mid-range shot, put this all the way up to a 90. Now as we get into that three-pointer, let's go with an 85, and this number right here does allow you to get the best jump shot releases and animations to customize and use to your own liking. Now as far as when it comes towards that free throw, I'm going to put this up to a 79. And then for the offensive side, I think we're off to a pretty good start. So let's wrap up everything when it comes towards this pass accuracy. Moving into the actual area, I'm going to put this up to a 71. Let's go with a 90 when it comes towards the actual ball handle, with a 75 when it comes towards that speed with ball. So once you get this build maxed out completely, this is what we're going to be looking like. So you get some upgraded passing styles, the pro dribble animations, and pretty much the best animations needed. You get most of the jump shots allowed to use on this build, the upgraded standing dunk packages, upgraded regular dunk packages, bro, and the best passing style. So as far as for animations, I think this build is money, bro. Sweet, and it pretty much has everything that you can need. Now as far as when it comes towards these badges, this is where things get special. So let's take a look at the Hall of Fame. As you can see, for the defensive end, we do get off-ball pest, and I think all around, man, like every single one of these areas is going to be crucial, and it really means a lot to this build. So I think this is a nice badge to start out with. Once we get into the gold, you also do get slippery off-ball. Now from there, set shot specialist for all of my shooters, that's going to be great. We also get pick dodger for that defensive end, on ball menace, so that's going to go perfect with pick dodger. Now we also get interceptor, handles for days for that playmaking with challenger. So as far as when it comes towards these gold badges, they're heavily catering towards that defensive end, and truly right so, bro. I think they should be doing just that, because that 92 perimeter defense really makes up for getting these ratings of badges. And just imagine upgrading your tier 1, tier 2 upgrade towards either one of these defensive badges. That's going to be great. Now, as far as when it comes towards the silver, these are going to be just important. For that playmaking, we get ankle assassin, glove for the defensive end, we get shifty shooter for the shooting, and then also with strong handle for that playmaking, unpluckable. Then we get physical finisher for the finishing, lightning launch, we also get deadeye, and then for the final two, you get float game with dimer. So a little bit more when it comes towards the playmaking and finishing when it comes towards these silver badges, but I think it covers us perfectly to be effective in all of these areas. Now, to wrap up everything when it comes towards these bronze badges, you get aerial wizard for the finishing, box out beast for the actual defensive, with break starter at least on the bronze tier. Now, when it comes towards this next set, we get layup mixer for the finishing, paint prodigy. Also, we do get rebound chaser, and the most important badge on this build, I don't care if it's on silver, bronze, especially if we're to get it on the higher tiers, of course it's going to be important, but limitless range, man. This absolutely opens up and spreads the floor for not only yourself when you're running the ones, but for any game mode and teammate setting that you're running in, bro. So this is going to be perfect to get it on that bronze tier. And if you're a rhythm stick shooter, bro, I'm telling you, this is going to be a great badge to pair that up with. So as far as for the badges, man, I think these are nice, from the finishing all the way down to the actual rebounding. Now let's go ahead and check out what we're going to be able to do when it comes towards these takeovers. So we get about at least 10. We get bucket, you also get finesse, make it rain with mirror. Now we do get pest with spot up shooter, 3 and D. The claw, smooth operator with mixtape, midi maestro, fluid shooter, and the clinic. Now look, bro, all of these takeovers, they're pretty nice, but the ones that are going to really help you out on this build, midi maestro, getting a plus 15 put towards that mid-range shot, does give you the potential for a 105 mid-range, bro. So to be an offensive threat, imagine taking this build into the rec. That would be nice. Now, one that I really like right here is going to be the claw. The plus 15 put towards that steal will allow you to, at least without boost, bro, get a 100 steal, bro. Now when it comes towards 3 and D, we do get the plus 7 put towards the 3-pointer and also that perimeter defense. So a 99 perimeter defense with the potential to even get a 99 3-pointer if you're buying boost. You also get spot up shooter, so the plus 10 put towards that 3-pointer itself. Then from there, you also get pass. So really, it comes down to your own personal preference. Imagine getting a plus 15 put towards that perimeter end. That makes it one of the best defensive builds in my opinion. I really like make it rain the plus 7 put towards the shooting as a whole. And then for the finishing itself, man, you cannot go wrong with any of these. So one thing that I would highly recommend to look at before we move any further, it's going to be these cap breakers. So there's a few other areas that you can get into, but a few areas that I would recommend. Now, you can possibly throw it towards that pass accuracy. I think that would definitely be worth it if you wanted to, at least get break starter on the silver tier. Now, let's just go ahead and say you want to throw more badges towards, let's say, the finishing. You can do it towards the shooting, bro, or even the steal itself. And then down the road, look forward to getting glove on the gold tier. It all comes down to your own preference. You can even use your first 5 cap breakers towards the defensive end, and that's another really good option to work with. So I think all of these are a really great option to start with, and just something that y'all should be thinking about. So if you made it to the very end, I just want to say thank every single one of y'all for your support. Now let's go ahead and move forward to make sure that everybody made the build correctly. We should be able to get these 3 different comparisons, and coming up together, man, at about, I would say, the 33rd position, we've created this build, man, the 2-way sharpshooting creator. I love the build name, very unique. We can use it in season 1 right now, and NBA 2K25 has plenty of builds that we are seeing a variety of play style in every single game mode, bro, and that's something that I really look forward to in the new 2K. So I'm really happy to see that. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below of all of the crazy builds that, we've seen and created together this year. And if you have a certain build that you want me to go after, or a rare build that I haven't made before, bro, leave me the details down below in the comments and I'll be sure to get back to you, bro. So I just want to say once again, thank every single one of y'all, the Rich family, for the support. God bless you, man. I gotta say thank the Lord above, King Jesus, for another day and another opportunity. We are building the most positive 2K Christ-like community on YouTube and 2K as a whole, bro. None of it would be possible without y'all as well. And once again, man, I just need to say I appreciate y'all. I love you, man. I got another video dropping for y'all tomorrow, and I'll continue to drop these bangers for y'all every single day with a new build, man. So if it was your first time coming through, be sure to hit that sub button if you know. Smash that like button. Turn on post notifications to be a part of the Rich family. And last but definitely not least, with all that being said though, I got one last thing to say. Rich out.